Hello everybody, you have reached my channel on YouTube, which is a Flosstube channel, and that means it's a channel about cross stitch. It's my journey to stitch all the things. Today is Monday, July 14th. This is Flosstube number 25. My name is Katie. If you are new here, welcome. I look forward to getting to know you. Please comment below and let me know what brought you here. It's amazing to me, the new people we're getting. We just got some new subscribers over the weekend because of a new chat that I joined. Let's check. We have 724, and I just can't believe it. If you keep returning and you've hit that subscribe button, thank you so much. It just means the world to me. I can't be thankful enough. I love the conversations I've had in the comments, in Instagram, email. I love it. You guys are reaching out, which is exactly what I asked you to do. And I cherish each conversation and the friendships that I've made because of this crazy adventure. I like to do my videos on Mondays to talk about what I've done since the last Monday. Back in the day, I did blogging on Blogger. I still actually keep it up because it's a fascinating way to look back and see what I've worked on when. I started when Jeremiah was 9 and he's now 27. So I've been doing it a long time. I think it's fun to be able to watch my progress grow, and I hope you enjoy watching with me. This week I worked on 6 different whips. I had 2 new starts because that's what I do, is start all the things. As far as mentions, there's people shouting me out, and I'm as always, I'm perpetually behind. So I appreciate the shout outs. I can't shout you out because I don't have it wrote down yet because I haven't watched them all. So I'm trying really hard to catch up. I know one thing I want to talk about that's kind of business related. Adelaide from Adelaide Stitches, who we kind of try to always tag one another. I always say we're in a tag war. She's doing hashtag Orange Fabric Halloween Sal on her Flosstube channel. On July 22nd is her birthday, and it's anything on orange fabric. She's starting a Halloween pattern that's to die for. I told myself I'm not allowed to buy anything else. I did have something that, if you remember and watched when Jeremiah forced me to buy a bunch of stuff at the store. Now something that's, where did my thread go? I just had it and now it's gone. I will pause you and be right back. The chaos that is my life. I found what I was looking for. When we went shopping, we got this Luminous Fiber Arts Trick or Treat, and I absolutely love it. And it was really cool because when we was at the store, we saw this beautiful pumpkin fabric. I'm going to do these individually too. And Jeremiah picked out this beautiful pumpkin fabric that it just says it's a Lugana Murano, and I'm going to stitch it with the Sweeks Dye Works Envy. And like I said, I'm going to do them individual, so that'll work good for the hashtag Orange Fabric Halloween Sal. She also started a Facebook chat. If you go to her Flosstube, you can add her on Facebook and she'll add you to the chat, and it's been fun. It's dangerous. Don't join if you don't want to see a million projects that you need to have. That's one thing we do well is enable one another to buy more stuff. Okay, that's all I have. So now we'll go over the whips. Like I told you, it's pure chaos. On Monday, I worked on Yggdrasil, which is Jeremiah's favorite piece, maybe. I don't know. Now we might have a competition, but I'll talk about that in just a little bit because I only got 34 stitches on Monday. That's a Monday thing for me. Life likes to life on Monday. On Tuesday, I got a new start. I started the Summer Quaker by Primrose Cottage. Here is what the pattern looks like. I changed it up when I was looking for what threads I wanted to use, I fell in love with the DMC variegated threads. Adelaide steals my ideas, so which is totally cool because I steal ideas from her. So I'm using DMC variegated 125, which is a green, because to me summer just means green. And here is where I am now. I ended up getting 371 added on Tuesday and 435 added on Wednesday for a total of 806. 2 days on the project now. I'm using 32 count Vintage Country Mocha and doing it 2 threads over 2. And I am being a little cautious with how I do the variegation just because that's what I enjoy. So I'm only going left and right, and then I'll do things like I did the border, and then I try to do it so the colors kind of match up. I just think it looks really cool. And I have to be honest, that it's one of them things. If you see this picture, that whole section to the right was wrong. I had counted the border on the middle motif wrong, and I counted the whole right section off of that. So I had to unstitch all of that. And it was funny because I'm not trying to brag, but I don't normally make mistakes because normally I catch it like within 5 stitches. This was the most I've had to frog I've forever. So I was just sitting there and I went, oh no, because I'll show you this again. When I started this part, it was supposed to have like 4 blanks and then do 2 and then have 2. This whole part was over this way. I think it was like 2 stitches. And I am a perfectionist, so I could not leave it in. I had to take it all out. But I got it all back in and made some progress. I was so mad. So I just love how this looks. And I have winter and spring finished. So I would like this one done by September 1st. And then I'll start autumn, the first day of autumn or soon thereafter. And that's about that one. Okay. My envelope's gone. Okay. That was Tuesday and Wednesday. Oh, and I'm using that for I Spy Challenge in Laura's group, Stitching by the Shore. She gives us monthly 10 prompts that are a lot of fun, and you can plug anything in. She encourages creativity. I used it for 2 identical elements because there's a few motifs that match, so I figured that worked. Like I said, she's really allows you to do whatever you want. So that's cool. And some of the ideas are really fun. Then on Thursday was time for another new start, and this is the piece that might be competing for Jeremiah's favorite. I don't know. We'll see. This is Ragnarok. Oh. By Long Dog Samplers. Hang on. I think it's Long Dog Samplers. Yeah, Long Dog Sampler, if I just check my notes. This is my first long dog. I have wanted to do a long dog forever. There was another floss tuber called Down the Rabbit Hole, Heidi, that suggested that I do Ragnarok. Let's go! Because Jeremiah's love of Norse and Viking. So I said, oh, I've always wanted to do a long dog, and I got to looking at this one, and I showed it to Jeremiah, and he said, okay, I really like that. And I said, what is with you and liking big pieces? I said, can I please show you something really small? And you picked that. But anyway, he picked out a 32 count Vintage Country Mocha because he liked it looked like a old scroll. And he picked out, hang on. He picked out a green thread because green's his favorite color. It's 3818 DMC. I am doing it 1/1 full X because I like that coverage. The stitch count for this beast is 309 by 361. It's not fully stitched, so there is some blanks in the middle. But if you do the math, that's 111,549 stitches, so just a small piece. So, but it's not as many stitches as Yggdrasil, so I guess it's okay. Whoa. This is going to be a hard episode for him. I guess I did look up a graphic, or yeah. We went down the rabbit hole for skull and why he decided to pick that. Here is a little description about it. It means cheers, as the graphic says. And we just thought that was really cool. He wanted something that was really Viking, and on the Viking show that we liked so much, they did that as a cheers, and he really liked that. We liked a whole bunch of complicated ones, but the skull will be the easiest for him to remember. So that's why he picked that. So now he just has to remember to do it when I say Ragnarok.
Ragnarok?
Yeah.
Skull!
And then he has another one when I say Yggdrasil.
Whoa!
So it's going to get fun. And here is my day one start. 516 X's. And I tell you what, I have heard people talk about Long Dog, that when you're working on it, it's just relaxing. I do not understand, but I was so relaxed and I just enjoyed every little stitch. It is so delicate. It is so cute. I just love working on it. It was so peaceful and relaxing, and it does not make any sense. I said, evidently Long Dog has a spell that they put on people, but when you work on one and you fall in love with it, I can see why people do more. Like, I already want at least 4 other ones. I cannot decide which one would be next. Adelaide likes 7th Wave, and I looked that up and I was like, oh, that's beautiful. I love the fish and ships. I love the fishy going ons. Oh, they're so cool. I need them all. So I'm going to put them on my Christmas list and see what happens. Santa Claus really likes bringing my stitching stuff, and I appreciate it. I am using this for the L and Woolies for the monthly magazine acrostic because the Long Dog samplers. I'm also using it for the I Spy challenge for number 6, which is your easiest project because it's monochromatic and I enjoy it. So it really was easy to work on. I know some people wouldn't like doing over 1 on 32, but that's my happy place. So I just really enjoyed each stitch, and I can't wait to get back to it. Which I need to get back to it because it's like, yeah, I do a 3-inch margin, but so it's going to be big. But I can't wait to work on it more. Okay, so that was Thursday. I think that was everything I needed to say about it. Then on Friday, I pulled out Peppermint Purple Sal. Here's what it's going to look like. I always say here's what it's going to look like. It's not really, because it's like what it kind of looks like, whatever. See, I make it complicated. I am doing layout 1 in the purple colorway. This is my first time doing the Peppermint Purple Sal, so I'm doing all the free stuff this time. She has all kinds of inside borders you can do and a lot of things you can add to it, and I really love that. That's a great idea. I am doing this one on a 32 count Platinum Lugana. A new piece comes out every Wednesday, but I'm doing them 2 weeks at a time because it's just, and when I drag a piece out, I want to be able to really work on it. So this week I added weeks 27 and 28. And it's black work. And I really enjoy black work. And here is where it is now. And weeks 27 and 28 was down here. It was these two. So there's a close-up. And once you get into these blocks, for me, they're so relaxing. It takes me a little bit to add up, where am I going and what the design is, and then it just takes off. So it's really fun to do. And I do remember, let's see, 29 and 30 are up here. So, and this part is in DMC 550. I have to check my notes. So the outline border was in 310. The inside I always start saying this stuff and then realize I don't have it wrote down. The inside is 155. The first outside is 333. So this is 155. This is 333, and then out here is 550. So I really love how it's turning out. It's just so cool. And I'm so glad I found this. A blog friend of mine, Faith, she was working on one, and I said, oh, wow, that's really pretty. And she said, well, it's a free stitch along, and free is always nice to join. People can enable me more with free stuff. No, don't. I don't need any more projects. So that was Friday. I added 322, but since it's black work, you divide 2 stitches to equal 1. And so in the gaming world, it counts as 161. The gaming world on Facebook games, I do a whole bunch. I love it. Then after that, it was Friday, so I got out the Extraordinary Bird Sow by Lola Crow. Part 8 was just released. Here's what it looks like. It was a hornbill, I think. I get really lost trying to talk about this one, so I'll show you what the whole thing looks like. And then I'll show you what the zoomed in of just the hornbill. This pattern is just fascinating. I look forward to each release and see the birds that she's come up with. I fell in love with her designing, I think, last year, and when everybody was working on the aquarium, and I was like, oh, I should have joined in on that one. And this one is really fun, even though there is no way I'm gonna catch up, which that's okay. Here's where it was before. I am focusing now on feature 3. So I am doing them by features. It'll be easier for my brain. I am using 36 count Sandbar Evenweave from BeStitchMe. And here is where I am now. This is the whole piece. And then I will show you. I added more of the bird feeder and the birds. This one is too cute because it's on a little pile of bones. More of the reflection was added, and it started over this way. It's really a joy to work on. I definitely enjoy it. I have notes somewhere. I have 8,586 stitches in now. I added 322 on Friday, which was day 21 on this piece. And it's so enjoyable. I love the colors that she's picked. I love her designing. It's just wonderful. I'm way behind. I love the people that are caught up are just amazing to me. you don't. I like, wow. You don't even know the words to say. You must not have as many whips screaming stitch me. If I worked on only it, I might catch up. But there's too much stuff. There's too many pretty things. Okay, then Saturday. The one that's been calling to me right now. I'm sorry I said that. The one loudest whip is Colorful Eagle by Kitty and Me. Here's what it's going to look like. I just love this patriotic eagle. He just looks so mean. His eyes are so cool. And I've been making really great progress. I keep bumping the phone. I'm sorry about that. Here's what it looked like before. And he's just screaming to be finished. Or screeching, I guess, since he's an eagle. So I had to get him back out. I am using 32 count Silver Moon Lugana. I had a fantastic day stitching on Saturday. I got 660 stitches, and I finished the Kreinik, however you say that. He is awesome. This is day 22 on him, so the Kreinik is done. Now all I have to do is go in and fill it in, which is so much fun to do. The Kreinik was actually, you know, it went easy. I didn't have a problem working with the metallic thread like sometimes I do. The counting is fun. So it really, I just absolutely love it. And I did change this, and of course I didn't make a note. I changed it from a number 8 to a number 4 because I'm doing it on a 32 count. So, and I put the notes below in the description, so I will make sure to put, if you want to know. I think I changed it from a gold to a silver or something like that. So now I get to work on the coloring in. But it's so cool. I'm glad to have that part done. Saturday we ended up watching we watch AEW, which is like WWE, and they had a pay-per-view on Saturday, and it was the best pay-per-view I've ever watched. It started at 1 o'clock, and it was not over until 9 o'clock that evening. And I thought, you know, boy, that's a lot of time, and I'd get bored. I spent several hours of it yelling at the TV. There was a few times that I even had to put my stitching down. But it made for a really long stitching session, so 660 stitches is fantastic. So, okay, now it's Yggdrasil. Here is what it's going to look like. It's by Paine Free Crafts. The artwork is by Stokes. I am using this for hashtag Whip into Shape, which is Andrew's challenge. He's doing a marathon the end of August in Australia, which is so cool. For every mile he runs, we're supposed to stitch 10 stitches. That's what I picked. Some people are doing more, again, with you're crazy. Andrew is crazy too. He did 18 miles one day. It was hot in New York where he lives. I walk outside, and I don't even like being outside for a few seconds. I cannot imagine doing 18 miles in this heat. And I know New York has the humidity like Indiana does, and just, no. So I will sit and stitch and cheer him on. You're crazy, Andrew. I tell you that every week. Here is where I was last week. I've been pulling this out every week for his challenge. I don't do it daily, and I'm behind on the numbers, but that's okay. I am enjoying it, and the push to keep working on it weekly is just so worth it. He's having us show the where we was at the beginning of the challenge, which is really cool. So here's that, and that makes me really happy because by that one I've got a lot done. So let me get this ready. I am using 32 count Lambswool Jobelin. It's 1/1 complete X. And I am 42 days into this now. Like I said earlier, I added 34 on Monday, and I added 410 on Sunday. And here is where I am now. I absolutely love it. I think I've said that about everyone that I've held up, which is okay, because why would I work on it if I didn't love it? I am getting closer and closer to getting this little part done, which just gets so exciting. I also, as you can see, do the parking method. That's why my threads are hanging where they go next. I go page by page. This is page 3, and do the typewriter method back and forth. That's just what works good for me. I have this part to do, and then I get down to this 310 background, and the tree starts down here, and I'm just so excited about it. So the detail in this border is just beautiful. It's a pain to stitch because of the confetti, but I just absolutely love it. Just so cool. And that's awesome. It will be back out soon. Thanks to Andrew. Okay, so that was my 6 whips, 2 starts. Planning, I don't even know where to start. Every time I think I have my plans figured out, I get an idea, or I get a piece I want to work on, or somebody says, hey, let's stitch this, and my brain explodes. I want to do a Christmas in July week. I'm pretty sure I'm going to do that next week. And then when Adelaide said about the orange fabric salad, I'm like, well, I have to do that. So I'm going to start the Halloween one on Tuesday, So I think what I'm going to do is on Monday, my next video, I'll have Jeremiah pick what I'm going to work on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I have 5 Christmas-themed whips that I've worked on this year. I think I'll have him pick which day I'm going to work on those. It's just, I want to work on everything. I say that all the time. I talked about it once that I'm like, it's stressful, but it's not stressful. And then one day I said, you know what? I am so lucky to be stressed by having wonderful stitching to work on and projects that I love. And how thankful am I that I have to wonder what beautiful piece I'm going to work on. Like, what a pleasure. I need to focus on that instead of the stress. And another thing, people talk about how I talk about mental health. I woke up today, I was just having a bad day, and then I heard myself. What I teach to you guys all the time, no matter how bad it is, it could always be worse. And I took a breath, and I listened to myself, and I heard the people that have commented how much you guys appreciate me, and I need to appreciate me. So sometimes things get heavy. I feel it too, just like everybody does. We lean on each other, and I lean on you guys. So thank you. I can go read and look at the comments. I can focus on the friendships I've made. I really do genuinely appreciate you guys. So thank you so much. I think I tell you guys that every week, and now I'm doing it again. One thing for plans. If I could have my spinner come over. He's in the midst of a video game. He beat a game that he was playing this morning, so tell him congratulations. Wait, that was a Yggdrasil woo.
Well, but
You need a totally different, like a yippee. You don't have that for whip.
No.
Yet.
Yeah.
If you're new here, this is Jeremiah. He's the blame for everything.
Yes. Yes, I am.
He does my tiny decision wheel spinning. If I spin it, I'll just keep spinning it until I find something that I like.
I guess we need to show the wheel for the new people.
Oh, I use, what is it? It's Tiny Decisions. And I have 54 pieces. And this is all my current whips. I think I have a new start on here, and I don't remember what else. I put everything on here.
A whole bunch of stuff.
There's things that I could start that are kitted up. I don't know. So, we'll see what it spends. Last week you picked good. Dude.
Summer Quaker.
That's okay. Summer Quaker.
Didn't I pick that last
Yeah,
time?
you picked that last week. That's okay. I would love the excuse to make more progress on that.
Oh, yeah.
So thank you.
Yeah, totally.
I was trying to think if I want you to spin something else. No. I just the one spin. But I'm going to write it down because one week we spun and then I totally forgot.
We forgot to write it down.
And I watched the video back when it's editing, and I could have just got it done. But no, we yelled at one another, and people was yelling to say what it was. And so we make a big to-do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Congratulations on beating your game.
Thank you.
What game was it?
Assassin's Creed Shadows.
Assassin's Creed
I
Shadows.
had to think for a minute.
Uplift Stitches was one of them that shouted us out. And Michael, fell off the screen. Okay. Michael, I'm pretty sure is his name, said he plays the game and it has Yggdrasil in it. And he said every time they say Yggdrasil now, he hears woo. So he has a ridiculous following.
The fan base. It's a fan.
The fans. It's all about the people. Fan. Did you enjoy the pay-per-view on Saturday?
Yeah, it was crazy.
It was awesome.
It was I'm at a loss for words for that.
It was the best pay-per-view. We watched WWE since you were 9.
I was 9.
Yeah.
So
we started
And I'm
watching
27 now,
WWE
so-
when he was 9, and then AEW started, and we were like, well, we really like WWE, and then I don't know what happened. It's like got boring, and so you would watch the pay-per-views, and it felt like a waste of time.
Yeah.
And so we were like, well, we'll check out AEW because several of the wrestlers we liked went to AEW, and we fell in love. And that's the people that we get to meet at the wrestling conventions, so that's really cool. Yeah. So it's fun now when we watch it, we're like, well, we met him, and we met him, and we met her.
Yeah.
It's really, really cool.
It's really awesome.
So, and you never know who we're going to meet next year when we go.
Oh, yeah.
So it's in March next year. So that's really cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, shirts. Oh, I almost forgot. Mingo, we almost forgot. Jeremiah has the best one today. He has Nordic Nerd. A friend of mine, Cindy, made him this shirt because of his love for Yggdrasil. Woo. And it's just absolutely perfect. And mine is perfect for today. Hang on, let me overthink this. Yeah, always. We overthink everything. Unfortunately, I taught him how to do it too. Yeah. So we overanalyze every aspect of everything, including my plans. That's why we have the tiny decision wheel, and I can blame him.
Because we also
Summer Quaker, cool.
Yeah. Also, as much as we overthink stuff, we also can't make decisions.
That's true. Yeah, because you overthink. Well, what if I really want to work on that? And what if I want to work on that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a note somewhere. Let's see. You distract people. I have 35 pieces that I've worked on this year. I have 8 pieces that are kitted but not started that are on the decision wheel. So, and then I have 13 pieces that I haven't worked on this year, so I can't do math quick. That could be 54, or it could be 53, or it could be...
You can't do math quick.
I can't do math quick.
I'm homeschooled. You're the one that literally taught me math.
Well, yeah, but...
I'm not good at math either.
We don't do it fast. I never asked you to do it fast.
I know.
And I think I left some stuff off, and I think I have New Start on there. So anyway, I think there's 54 things in the tiny decision. Who knows what I have on there.
Yeah.
You picked Summer Quakers, all that matters.
Awesome.
Okay, awesome. So I get to work on that again. Okay. Say bye. Say see you Monday.
Bye. See you Monday. Hi, Adelaide.
Oh, hi, Adelaide. Else. And everyone. You got, the list is like...
Hi to the fans.
You're going to say hi, Karen, and hi to second Karen, the Twitchy Stitcher, and you got to say hi to Cezuk Stitch, and you got to say hi to Laura from Stitching by the Shore.
Yep, Stitching by
the Shore. And you got to say hi to... the list, Uplift Stitches, and Mary Stitching Corner, and it's stressful.
That's hi to the fans.
Hi to the fans. Hi to the fans is a lot easier. You know who you are, and we care.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hi to the fans. Hi to the subscribers would also work. I like hi
and the new subscribers. Yeah. And they're starting from the beginning. I'm like, okay. So I looked real fast. I'm like, I hit play on episode 1, and I said, wow.
It's funny how much we've changed from just episode 1.
The camera's farther away, which is nice.
Yeah.
I didn't do the first few with a tripod, so I felt like it was right up my nose.
Yeah.
So, okay. I have 2 things to show you that I ordered. I'm trying to be good, and I'm not being good. Karen the Stitching Owl mentioned AZ Family Zoo. She has a Flosstube channel. I will put her in the description below. They have a rescue, and I love animals, if you didn't know that. I love all of our animals. And they have tortoises, and they have chinchillas, and I just watched the first one, so I can't wait to see more of what they have. But I am an animal maniac. So she has an Etsy store that the money that they make goes towards the care of the animals. So I had to get something, and I got 2 project bags. And I did it because, animals. And then I'm telling you what, these are very, very nice bags. I got a Christmas one, and it's just absolutely beautiful. It's so well made. The back of it has stripes of fabric. There is a little charm on the zipper. It's a little adorable Christmas tree. And the inside is like white. The seams are beautiful. There was a ornament that's made out of wood in the Christmas one, and there was a little bag of goodies in the other one that I got, and it was beautifully shipped. It was fast shipping. Here is the other one I got. It's hearts, and it has another beautiful charm, zipper charm, and the back is purple with the thread hanging from it, which is my favorite color. The quilting is beautiful. It's just absolutely beautiful. And I did see she has a card. The little bag has some floss bobbins and some buttons. And here is her card. And like I said, I will also put it in the description below. Please go check her out. If you're in the market for a beautiful made cross-stitch bag, the money goes to helping for her animals. And she has some projects that she's designed. She has a lot of stuff. These bags I really wanted. Ragnarok is living in this one. Because I told Jeremy because I love him, so it gets to be in a heart bag. And it's just perfect. The fabric, the pattern, everything that he needs right in there. It's just absolutely perfect. And please go check her out. I told her I'd do a shout out. I will be back to get more. I have another bag coming tomorrow from a different place and a grime guard, so I'll show that next week. And then I told myself and put myself in timeout. Not allowed to buy stuff for a little bit. We'll see how that lasts. I said that, and then everybody in the Adelaide's chat was starting to talk about the different Halloween pieces. And I'm like, oh, I really want that. So, no, it's no haul. Next week, I have the bag and the grime guard. And you guys have to hold me accountable. No more. So I think that's all I have to talk about. Yeah, that's okay. I was going to tell you how far behind. I need 753 stitches to catch up to whip into shape, but that's sad, so I won't talk about that. So anyway, as they say every time, and as I need to hear today too, love yourself. You are worth it. Find all the reasons you can to smile. Shut off the TV. Shut out the news for a little bit. Just focus on happiness. Focus on what brings you joy. We need that. Just send me a message. I'll cheer you up, and it'll probably cheer me up. So, good luck stitching all these things. I don't know everything I'm going to work on. It's all screaming. The eagle screaming. So I will see you next Monday. Thank you. Bye.